Hey everybody, welcome back. Today, it's kind of cool outside. And when it's cool outside, I like to do work that I don't want to do when it's hot. And for me, that's changing the air filter on my air conditioning unit, which is up in the attic. It's cool out today, so I'm going to knock that out. All right, just some basics. Usually outside, you have your compressor and condensers. This takes the Freon or the gas and condenses it and actually cools it off, sends it up, usually to your attic where the air handler is that actually blows the air across a coil that cools it down. And that's where the filters come into play. All right, so here we are in the attic. And right over here is the air handler where the filter is located. Now the filter I have to replace is a 20 by 23 filter. It's a strange size. I hardly ever see them available. But here's a tip if you have a similar situation. You just buy one that's a little bit bigger. So in this case, it's a 20 by 25. So I'm going to go to the 25-inch side and cut 3 inches off and tape the end. It works just as fine. Now it's 20 by 22. Now as you go to put the filter in, you want to pay attention to the arrows on the filter. And you want to position it so that it's going the way it's supposed to relative to the airflow. Our air handlers are somewhat standard. I'll start down on this end. Here's one end. It goes all the way down to basically right there, okay? And what it is, it's a box that sucks the air from the house, brings it over a coil system, so you can see the lines coming from the outside condenser. This is where the cooling takes place. And on this end is where the hot air is getting sucked out of the house. And there's this panel here. We'll take the panel off. And right where the air gets sucked into the handler is the filter. In this particular case, there's 4, I'll say, button screws that twist off by hand. 1, 2, and then on the bottom, 3, 4. This panel comes off, and you'll see right here is the filter. All right, so here it is at the entry point. These ducts here are the ducts taking in the air. It will come through this mechanism here and blow it through onto the coil system and cool it out. So this is simply, you just take it out like this. Okay, paying attention to the airflow arrow. I have it right there. Simply slide it in. All right, with the filter in, put the panel back on. All right, the panel's nice and secure. We're good to go. Now, I replace my filters 2 times a year, sometimes 3. But it will all depend where you are, how often you run your air conditioning system, and if there's a lot of dust in your house, pet fur, or what have you. I like to do it at the end of the season when it's cool. I'll take the old one out, put the new ones in. This way, at the start of the new season, I'm ready to go. And I'm doing it today. Let's call it July. Why would I be up in the attic in July? It's like 60, 70 degrees today. So I always take advantage of when the weather's in your favor, do the jobs that are good for that particular weather condition. Today, it's replace the filters. It's nice and cool up here. All right, everybody, that job is done. Thanks for tuning in.